The bottom line is when it comes down to dominating industries, I mean, we could pick an industry because we spend a overly abundantly in every area, in every area. So think about. I mean, black people spend about $250 billion a year, $250 billion out of that 1.1 trillion. That sounds like about a quarter to me. A quarter of it, a fourth of that being on cosmetics, hair care, haircuts, beauty and barber supply, that sort of thing. So that tells me that that's the number one industry that black people should dominate. We go to all the beauty and barber stores and stuff. We black don't crack because we put shit on our skin. The rest of the nation is just now finding that out. So now they using shea products and stuff, but we've been using it forever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in our DNA. It's a part of us. We don't have to buy it, you know. So, but at any rate, when you talk about dominating industries, black people are spending over $250 billion a year in that area. So, quite naturally, there's many areas we ought to dominate. The hair is one of them. The pieces, the weaves, whatever you call them, just buying hair. I mean, black people buy a lot of hair. I mean, a whole bunch. I hear it costs a lot of money. So that's an industry, that's an area that we need to definitely dominate. The beauty and barber supplies, we need to get back into the domination of that. Stop buying them other products. Start manufacturing our own for each group. You got people in your group, get your own. And if you got some of them black manufacturers that's in whatever group, then your group buy them. Or if you got some black manufacturers and you like their products, then buy their products. Continue to buy them. But please do not be discouraged about making your own, because there's plenty of room for that. Like I said, L'Oreal, they bought up nearly all of the black barber and beauty supply companies and stores and stuff like that. So, you know, we got no loyalty to none of those products. None. And if you got some for them, something's wrong with you. But so the bottom line is that gives us a lot of room to start creating right in your own kitchen, just like some of the other folks did, and make your own products. It's easier now though, because man, there's just a ton of information on how to make anything you want online. Anything you want. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest college in the world. It's the biggest tutor instructor in the world, the internet. So everything is there. You can make from A to Z. So, you know, so we need soaps. We need all kinds of things. So yeah, so that area, cosmetic, I'm talking about perfumes, colognes. I mean, why would we not make that? We don't have to go to Macy's and Nordstrom's and Lord and Taylor's and Saks to go get the good perfumes. We ain't got to buy them people's stuff. We don't have to buy their stuff. We can make our own. It's black people out there. You make perfume. Blacks already got some lines, so keep making it. But I'm talking about, but those are the elites or the rich ones. You know what I'm saying? But hey, regular people make some, and people in your group, you're gonna be buying it. We buy oil, so make some perfumes. You know, make that. There's so many areas that we can dominate. I mean, many areas. I mean, just look at our spending habits and say, okay, that's the area I want to go in to start dominating in as a group. You know, because we can, I mean, nobody can tell you no. You don't have to ask any permission for anything that you want to do or dominate, because you got the numbers and you got the money. You spending your money. So when you stop spending your money here and take your dollar and spend it over here, wow. And now you're spending your money in the right perspective. So blacks are consumers. We're consumers because we just like to buy shit. And so if we're going to be consumers, why not be consumers with each other? Don't let everybody else get your money, and now you have nothing to fight with. You have nothing to grow with. You can't do anything. And I tell myself, I mean, we built this country. All the truth is coming out in so many different areas now because of technology and just the timing and stuff. And now we see how funky this country has treated us. And now, I mean, that's our demand. We demand that. We want that. We want reparations. We know what you've done to us. We know all the misdeeds, how you've hurt our bodies and our minds and just everything that you've done. You've taken our DNA and made money out of it. I mean, we can go on and on and on. It's our time, black people. It's our time. This is our time. The best time in the world. Because with all this shit that's happening, guess what? Boy, listen, ain't none of it in our favor. None of it. But it's all in your favor if you just understand one thing, the power of economics. Boy, when you just cut your cut your wallet purse off, cut your purse strings off of them people, and start spending with each other. Boy, listen, 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 listen. It's going to be some trouble, Houston, for some folks who've been making all they bread off black folk, ignorant black people. Well, they not going to be ignorant anymore. They not going to get on TV and be talking all that shit like they've been talking, because guess what? They money going to get shut down. It's going to get shut down. And when it gets shut down for them, it ain't going to be shut down for you. Like the Dark Ages. Dark Ages was the Dark Ages for Caucasians, for Europeans. It wasn't the Dark Ages for Africans, for black people. It was their Dark Ages. We always want to claim them like they get sick. We sick, master? Oh, no, we ain't sick. Your ass is sick. You see, we got to stop all that, all that stuff that's been embedded and implanted in us during the slavery. I'm talking about it's been, I mean, they 350 years, folks. For nearly 400 years, they played with our mind. And if you can't get across, look here, I reject all their stuff. I just do, just on the natural. Because, they when you check their history, they done lied and cheated about everything. And when I say everything, everything. So, I mean, that's just their nature. And they still doing. I mean, look at this administration. Look at these politicians. And I'm not impressed with Yale and Harvard. They're all from Yale and Harvard. They're all from the Eastern schools. All the presidents and all those other folks, a lot of those other folks, they're from all the states, but when they go to those schools up in there, it's like, I'm supposed to be impressed with Yale and Harvard. Well, just look at the history of the politicians that come out of Yale and Harvard and how fucked up this country is. And I just can't give them no props for that. Not at all. You went to Yale and Harvard, I'm not impressed. I'm just not. So what, you think everybody's stupid? But yeah, man, I mean, it's some things that's going on that it's our time, people. This is our time. This opportunity is never going to come again. It can't be any better. It can't be any clearer and when I say never going to come again, folks, you don't understand what these folks are doing with this money right now. In terms of the bullshit and printing up money and everything else. You see the BRICS companies that broke off from the central bank. When I say BRICS companies, I mean BRICS, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. That's BRICS. Their central banks are not connected with the rest of the world's central banks. I mean, America ain't been printing up money, and so is everybody else forever. Well, that's what we do here, so we don't know what they do over there. But when we need some shit, let a natural disaster happen. Oh, we're going to send you guys some billions all over the world. We just print money and we ain't got shit to back it up, but we print it. And the world is like, oh, no. We can't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. So, folks, there's some things that's happening in this world right now that it's our time. It's black people time. They done tricked us long enough. We done spent. There's no more spending. Now it's time for us to take. And when we take our money out of their system and put it in our own system, see, and I'm just shocked why we never seen a movie. We got all these filmmakers and all this stuff, and they not allowed. Our filmmakers are not allowed to make a movie on the Greenwood neighborhood of Tulsa, Oklahoma, the largest domestic, from the first domestic bombing of American citizens from the air happened to black folk. I'm talking about the Greenwood neighborhood of Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had three equivalent to like 3 black Wall Streets. They were there in the Carolinas and then in another spot. It just escapes me right now. But we had equivalent of about 3 of them. But we had black businesses all over the place, And when you start talking about folks, your dollar, your dollar going, 15, 10, 12, 15 times, they talking about 1,000 times, 36 times. Their dollar went about 15, 16 times, but that's a lot. I mean, they own everything they needed. But here's the kicker. Now listen to me, people. That was 1919, 1921, somewhere in there. Slavery ended 1865. So these brothers and sisters walked the Trail of Tears, the same one as the Indians walked, to get to Oklahoma, to get to Tulsa, the Greenwood neighborhood, right? They get over there. So from 1865, we don't know how long it took them to walk over there, but from 1865, when slavery officially, so-called, officially ended, to 1900, that's 35 years. And you talking about another 10 or 12 years, and these people were dominating like that. I'm talking about fresh out of slavery. Fresh out of slavery. And I'm talking about 35, 40 years dominating a whole... I'm talking about it was only 6 airplanes in the whole United States at that time. 3 of them was brothers in the Tulsa area. You understand me? Listen, folks. 35, 40 years out of slavery, they rolling like this. Now, you know the example couldn't be shared or ever seen again. That's why they bombed them. And I'm talking about and we dare you, one of you Negroes, to make a movie about it. You can't make a movie about this. Our Jewish friend says absolutely hell to the no. Ain't that some cold shit? You can't make a movie about what happened to your people. Who makes these arrangements? That's what I want to know. When you ain't got no money. See, when you ain't got no money, you ain't got no clout, that's what happens to you. We got no money, which means we got no clout. They do what they want to do with us and to us. They kill you right in front of you. Just kill a 12-year-old kid. He out playing in a park, cross street, all by himself at home. Cop up, scared, get right out, shoot him, kill him. I thought he was gone, man. And that's okay. Man, listen. Ooh, black people. Your spending habits got you fucked up. Change that. Please. And when you change it, you're going to change the world. I'm telling you right now, 30 days will put the world on notice. The nation and the world on notice in 30 days. You put your money in a black bank or black lending institution, in 30 days, you done put everybody on notice. In 6 months, when you start taking that money out of those banks, is to open up your own black banks. Listen. That you commune with, you go to church, you see these folks in your neighborhood. I'm talking about these bankers. They ain't hidden away in a gated community someplace, and you don't know who they are. You feel me? Listen, man. When that happens, it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be right. We're gonna have our money. We're gonna have everything that we need. We're gonna have everything that we need right there. Because the bottom line is, we're spenders. So if we're gonna spend, hey, let's spend. But know who to spend it with. See, once we correct that, just imagine, like I said earlier, imagine what's gonna happen to black people once they come to the consciousness of spending between themselves. And then once they learn how to spend between themselves, then what they'll do is they'll start forming businesses and all kinds of things. And now we're gonna see some massive changes. And now now imagine what's gonna happen when you're talking about group going in with groups. And you're talking about all these groups I'm talking about in a 12-month period of time, $4 to $6 to $8 billion that they can have leveraged into 30, 40, 50 billion dollars. You got 10 groups like that. And now we getting ready to dominate some shit. Whatever it is we choose. Because we spend it with each other. And now imagine what'll happen when brothers and sisters get together, and now we want to go over to Africa. Now we want to go over to the motherland if some of y'all want to do that. And go over there and get with some of them natural resources. Because ain't nobody over there now but China, United States, and, countries like that. Everybody's over there but black Americans. So now when we get some money, hey, we can go do some things. If that's what y'all want to do. But we can do some things in the Caribbean. We can do some things hey, we can dominate this over here. Dominate this. You know what I'm saying? So, the sky is the limit. We can do anything we want to do. Anytime we want to do it. All we have to do is take that first step. January 2018, put that money in a black bank. January 2018, money in a black bank. That's it. And then you take $100, put $100 a month, once a month in your savings account. So if you got welfare money coming in, your welfare coming in, put that in the black bank. Direct deposit black bank. And then, like I say, we got to have a national conversation about subdividing. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. The thing is, it's gonna make us spend. I've been studying this for 20 years, folks. For 20 years. On top of 20 years prior to that, dictating how America is gonna deal with y'all and with their money. That's who I am.